wasted. And this place, it looks small, it seats 140 people in full capacity. This is where we're going to have the mini vessel. I'll just show you very quickly. We have
This is small.
the three. You can come in, sir. So the deans are already seated in this place. So this is the free area, and this place can be rearranged in 32 ways. As you come in here today, tomorrow you may think you're in another place. So it is meant to ensure the fact that you can co-create things together, you can do things together, mentors can meet, those students that want to do this. We call it all walking up. This is for you. That's all walking up. All right. Yeah, these are some of my students that are here. So this is the mentor. They will hope to, for the brightest of the students to meet the two. This is where you see they can make presentations here. That's a faculty member with some of our students that have been able to create the Harvard app. We will talk about that later. So this is that. We have this small meeting room. You will see that you are hearing, so we don't need to clap ourselves together in here today because everything will be fine. So this is the small meeting room for 6 people. So I have a lot of business in here. And in here, this is the co-creation room where, so this is the academy division was talking about that one, and I was recently and stuff with the colleagues in the university of Lagos. We have the vice chancellor, that is the former vice chancellor, who really invested so much in developing entrepreneurs. And that is why you see us learning all these different factors. So we have this. That is the office of the director. Just in here, just to, if you want to pick, it's not like the officer, there will be on the line. Yeah. So this is the we are currently here on and off. So when you come into this way, you're just inspired, you're asking a lot of questions. That is very important to us that we can inspire this. So let's go into the main course so that we can start the program. Thank you. Can we take our seats with our names have been numbered? So thank you very much. And this is the auto walking up. This one here. You're walking.
Are you not information? You are not communicating, which makes it even worse.
The voice is entering the restaurant.
Sorry, sir. Your seat here, sir. Prof, your seat here. Okay, I'll go. Yeah. Inside is your seat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Prof, I don't know what's trying to Madam, librarian, your seat is there. Okay, thank you very much. I think I can now hand over officially to the MC so that we can start this program as scheduled.
ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good afternoon. And let me say it's my pleasure to welcome us all to the University of Lagos, the university of first choice and the nation's pride. And let me quickly add, the only university that can be assessed by road, we all drove here, can be assessed by the air. We've had dignitaries coming here with their helicopters, and in recent times, by the sea. Very soon, you will be coming in through the sea. I think we deserve better. Thank you very much. And I have the pleasure this morning to welcome the powerful delegation from the Bank of Industry. Please give them a round of applause. They're actually the reason why we're here this afternoon. It is the BOI-University of Lagos Incubation and Co-working Hub. It's the opening ceremony and the commissioning. It's been opened, and we thank God the ceremony is about to start. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, I will pray our indulgence. This is the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That you please be up standing while we take the national anthem. He's the Deputy Director of the Entrepreneur Center to come do a few safety checks for us. Dr. Shitu, please. Dr. Shitu.
Thank you very much. We welcome everyone gathered here today, and my task here is to perform a few safety checks. First of all, we want to guarantee our special guests and all our invited guests that you are safe and secure within this facility. And for the purpose of unforeseen circumstances, we have 3 different exits within this facility. The first is the entrance into this building. The second is right behind me in the OPO walking hub. And the last one is just by the reception. Should you have any cause to leave this facility, you can use any of these 3 exits. For the purpose of call of nature, we also have a very befitting restroom. All you need to do is just walk out of this room, turn to your right, turn to your left. For the female, you see, then for the male, you also turn to the further right. There you find the restroom. And we hope that by special grace, we wouldn't have any cause to jump out of this building till the end and forever. Thank you very much.
That's a bit of housekeeping. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is a unique day. Not only to the life of University of Lagos, but I'm sure to the Bank of Industry. Let me quickly introduce the management of University of Lagos. I have the honor and the privilege to say that in our midst, we have 2 vice chancellors. But the vice chancellor of University of Lagos, the University of First Choice and the Nation's Pride, the 3rd vice chancellor, whose office is on the 11th floor in the Senate building, you've been there, is no other but Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe. Please a round of applause. Also this morning we have in our midst the Vice Chancellor of Christopher University. I have the privilege and the honor to say that in our midst, Professor Olatunji. I'm also happy to say that the Registrar of University of Lagos, Oladejo Aziz Esquire, Metric Capital Bank, that the AGM SME South of Barrow Osa from BOI is in our midst. A round of applause for them. Tech program. Oluwaseun Tubi is also in our midst. I got that correct. Have me? The Head Corporate Communication, Hadiza Olaishebiko. A round of applause, please. Technical advisor to the MD, Fushan Odewale. A round of applause, please. SME Lagos State Manager, Uche Uachiku. A round of applause. SME Fund, Amechi Aquari. Please a round of applause. Temita Olorun Tola, SME Fund. Please a round of applause. I'm glad to say that Sophie from Corporate Communication is also with us. A round of applause. Someone Odejibe, Corporate Communication from BOI is also with us. A round of applause. Last but obviously not the least, Yella Maja Goje is also in our midst. Please a round of applause. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you to the team from BOI. And also to say that each of the rooms have all our distinguished guests, and they are joining without actually being in this room. I think for that innovation, the BOI, University of Lagos Entrepreneurship, our Vice Chancellor deserves a bigger round of applause. Thank you very much. Now let me go to the introductory remark by the ESDC Director, Dr. Sante at JDC. Please let's clap for the man who's pushing all of this.
Thank you very much. MC, I know the master time can make us to make some mistakes. So let me recognize the wife of the Vice Chancellor who walked in while we were here. That is the mother of the university, Mrs. Oluwaseun Ogundipe. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. All right, I'm going to be very brief. Thank you very much for coming. And once again, thank you, MD. There's something we do in the hall. Oh, there is no brother in hall. Call ourselves first name. That's one thing about us because we want to really be very free. I will say thank you very much, sir. This is beautiful. You're welcome. We have a goal. The Vice Chancellor of this university has been driving us very hard. And thank you for supporting this initiative. What do we intend to do? Our intention is very simple. In University of Lagos, we turn out about 18,000 students every year. If I will do like 15,000, maybe if I will do 17,000. At the end of the day, in this nation, we turn out graduates from university alone, there are more than 1.5 million people in this nation. And the total job we create, you and I know, sir, is less than 3 million jobs. I'm not talking about polytechnic, I'm not talking about colleges of education. In Africa, we need 12.1 million jobs every year, and only just about 3.7 million jobs that are always yearly created. Deficit of 9.1 million jobs every year. Now, the implication of that is the deficit of last year, of the previous year. So at the end of the day, there's no way there won't be what serious youth unemployment. In Nigeria alone, we have 33.3%. You all know this because youth unemployment. 60% of Nigerians are youth. That's 120 million. So that percentage of that is 42 million. the population of Canada is just 35 million. So therefore, what do we need to do? All we need to do is to get them engaged from the university system and let them create their jobs. What you have done with us today is that there is an ability for a student now in today's place who was clueless before, and in 2 weeks is coming out with what he can do to solve the problem of the society, and then somebody will offer value for that. Just like you said, Flutter will just sold for $200 million when he did it again. So, 16 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg was nowhere, but today he ranks among the best 500, Forbes rating multi-billionaire. What do we want to do? We want to ensure that we have this kind of facilities to create this opportunity. I will say thank you very much for supporting this. And you are going to see how we're going to use it, to see what we're able to do with this. If you recall, sir, this has been initiated about 2 years ago. We brought in our entrepreneurial spirit because when BOI gave us this opportunity, cement was just 1,200 naira. By the time we were supposed to start doing this, it's already more than 3,000. When we were talking with Mr. Tubi, I did mention something. We will deliver this well, and you people will see that the entrepreneurial spirit in University of Lagos can turn this around, and that is what we have done with the support of your staff, quality staff. I say thank you very much for coming. So, as we continue, we want to appeal to you that we will always come back for this kind of support for the entire nation, and I know if BOI can drive this across the nation, we'll solve the problem of youth unemployment in Nigeria and in Africa. We say thank you very much for everyone that has been here, and we hope that we're going to have a exciting moment going forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Again.
Thank you very much, Director. Let me quickly say that in our midst is Professor Elusi Chukwu, Director of Academic at the University of Lagos. A round of applause, please. I am told that there are no women amongst the press people, so to the men of the Fourth Estate, I say thank you very much for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause. We quickly go now to the welcome address by the Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe. A round of applause for him, please.
Part of the entrepreneurship skill was what brought an associate professor, Dr. Roque Samuel, who is the person running this program. He's an associate professor in the Department of Biochemistry. You can see that the MPC CEO Bank of Industry, who is also my senior pastor, all the members of his team, and all the people that I saw in other rooms, not as stated by somebody, the other room, like the head of the Department of Management Sciences. There are so many professors, the director of our GST Center, the university represented by Mrs. Dr. Badamosi. There are so many people, Professor Inola, the Dean of Studies, all the respected people who are here. Alumni is well represented by Mr. Idris Olawunide, who is a very good alumnus of the university, and also Mr. Abiodun Showenimo, also alumni. Let me use those two people to recognize the alumni who are here. And when they set up new universities, and they will have some universities to mentor them. Also, we have Professor Mutinwa, the Director of our Quality Assurance, I hope the quality of what you are doing here is okay, and as directed by the academic planning, and everything is okay, that I'm not going to get any query for what you are doing here. And my wife too, so that I will have my lunch when I get home. I have a place to sleep when I get home. 2 years ago, with members of management, we went to the Bank of Industry based on the invitation by Mr. Beton. We met with the members of management and we told them what we wanted, that there is need to do something about our students. Our vision is that by the time our students are going to graduate, we have registered some companies. And our projection was that every year we want to have at least 500 companies registered. But along the line, so many things, the issue of pandemic came, the issue of unnecessary tension in the university came up. God took absolute control of everything, and our vision was not killed, our vision was not destroyed. And today you can see that part of our vision that we shared with the Bank of Industry is coming to reality today. This is a unique project. There is no university in this country that can boast on this. And the resources used was well managed. Honestly speaking, I pity the contractor. The way Dr. Adibisi dealt with the contractor, and that's when I come here and he's telling the contractor, no, this one you have to, all right, the money you gain from this side, you have to use it in this one. I said, contract is contract, but he said, I'm putting innovation into play. So he was able to, even the gate that you saw when you came in was part of the innovative idea of Dr. BBC to box the contractor to the corner, and the man was blackmailed by Dr. Adebisi different ways. You are an alumnus, so you must do something. Social responsibility, you must do something. But thank God that today we have a testimony to give about this place, that the fund given to the university was properly utilized, and I'm sure that the CEO, BOI, will definitely with his team will be surprised with what bring out of this place. Our vision also is to turn University of Lagos to innovation hub. Other universities cannot boast about the location of University of Lagos. I was in a university out in the northeast 2 days ago, and they took me to their innovation hub and entrepreneurship center. What they are doing there, we cannot do here. So we have to look at your location to develop your entrepreneurship center. We look at our location. Yaba is innovation hub. Yaba is being recognized at national level as an innovation hub. So we fit into it, and we make sure that the facility that is being given to us will be given maximum use. And the other side that we first went through also came up as part of our vision. When the Vice President came and we said, we are interested in this. And one day he just called me and said, where are you? People will be coming to look at the location that you. So we came up with that location, and it blends with this facility that we have here. On the other side, we are going to have the Art and Craft Center. Art and Craft Center and other units will come up from the other side to help our students. And I want also to say that of recent we raised the issue of assisting indigent students. We want to, because the new normal now is the virtual, and we are very we are proud to say that the University of Lagos, we have been able to, not excellently well, we have done very well in that space. We had our post-UTME exam online. People who are in London, who did JAM and UTME, they did it wherever they are, with protoring here in the University of Lagos, proper protoring. You see some of them that misbehaved during the exams were well captured, and the press were invited to review everything with us. We started our virtual lectures. Our virtual lectures was not just by PowerPoint. The first week it was through PowerPoint, but subsequently it got better. The first day that we started the virtual lectures, over 17,000 students got connected to the platform. I know what that one means, 17,000. So we have to expand the space. The following day, 17,000. By the end of the week, it got to stabilize, and it was at around 14,000. So having 14,000 coming online every day for lectures, it goes a long way, but we are able to accommodate them. And also, our year 1 and year 2 students, they did their exams online in this same country. And I make bold to say that if there is no other public university that has been able to do this successfully, even private universities in this country have been able to do this. Private universities can say that they do it, but if you look at the number of students that we accommodate every day in the conduct of that exam, you will know that definitely University of Lagos is the university of first choice and the nation's pride. We did this so as to make sure that the vision and the agenda of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is carried out, and the Minister of Education. Subsequently, we now brought in our year 3 students to have their exams, pen to paper, and now our students at the year 4 and 5 students are doing their exams now. So we are going to resume very soon. One thing definitely has come to stay: virtual learning. Virtual learning. What we are going to be doing is that large classes where you have to congregate so many students now, it's going to be virtual, and we need to improve on the facility that we have. Now that brought me to the one that I raised before about indigent students. We are planning to get tablets for the indigent students through which they can get their own lectures virtually. And we have about 1,000 or 2,000 indigent students. We have been talking to our alumni and friends of the university to support us in that area. The University of Lagos needs support. When I came in this administration, they started talking about 3 Ps in which Bank of Industry keyed into. Pick a project which Bank of Industry keyed into. Pick a person. That is what we are talking about indigent students. And also, you can pick anybody, you can say that anybody going for international conference in a department, you are going to sponsor. Then pick a program. You can go to any department and say, I want to renovate this department. I want to renovate this facility. Our student hostel needs renovation, proper renovation. So we are talking, I'm using this platform to talk to the friends of the university, to talk to the alumni and say, we need your help, especially at a time like this. Our student population is almost 60,000 at the undergraduate and postgraduate. Not only that, we are exposing our students to innovation entrepreneurship. And in the area of entrepreneurship, I've said it, we want to register companies for our students. And we have facility from Bank of Industry to give them a startup grant. Not a free gift, something that will be sustainable. So that if they get maximum is 2 million, they will pay back, but without interest. If we give it to Thank you very much. If you give it to them free, they will misuse it. They will see it as rainwater. But once they know that they have to pay back, they will make sure that they spend the money judiciously. Once again, I want to appreciate all my colleagues, the Director of Research and Innovation, all my colleagues, wherever they are in this particular place. History is being made today. And who is supporting this vision to become history? That is the Bank of Industry. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I honestly think we can do better. Please let's give him a round of applause. Sometimes when you have a dream or you have a vision, you might need helpers to carry out those dreams and those visions. Let me quickly say that this particular dream and vision was supported by Bank of Industry, like my Vice Chancellor said, and here in our midst to tell us why we decided to support this dream is Mr. Olukayode Ekwito, MD CEO, Bank of Industry. So,
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, the Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, and the wife that is here. So because the VC has to have much. Also, I want to acknowledge the Vice Chancellor of Christopher University, who is also here with us. The members of some of the senior management staff of the University of Lagos who are here. Dr. Adebisi, the person in charge of this center. And by the way, I want to confirm that coming here today and seeing what is on the ground, I can confirm that the resources from Bank of Industry have been well utilized. We must have done a lot of innovation to be able to get to what we have from what we're able to give. So please keep up the good work. Also, I want to welcome many members of the student government who are here, the virtual members of this meeting, because I understand that there are some members who are with us virtually. The delegation from Bank of Industry, I have a lot of my colleagues here. The gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be on the launch of the BOI-UNILAG Incubation and Co-working Hub, sponsored by the Bank of Industry. This facility was brought about through the collaboration between the management of University of Lagos and BOI to run an entrepreneurship capacity development program in the University of Lagos. Through this program, every student will be exposed to practical entrepreneurship and tech startup skills from mentors and coaches that will enable them to launch their ventures before they graduate. BOI is happy to to support this program because it aligns with our mission to transform Nigeria's industrial sector by providing financial and business support services so that new businesses will emerge and existing enterprises will thrive. The bank is sponsoring the hub in recognition of the incredibly talented students with the University of Lagos, University of First Choice, and the need to channel these to more productive and impactful ends, rather than social vices like internet fraud. The overall objective is to ensure that the bank's corporate social responsibility investments generate better benefits for our country. We believe a hub like this gives young people the opportunity to create legitimate wealth while adding their own quota to the economic development of Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole. Creative spaces like this are filling a crucial gap in the tech and startup industry. Hackathons and other competitions to identify tech solutions for social and business problems are born and developed in such places. Tech can help solve some of Nigeria's social problems, particularly youth unemployment, which have been further exacerbated by the pandemic. At the Bank of Industry, we believe that corporate organizations that are privileged to be in business at these difficult times need to bring groups of like-minded young individuals together to help create wealth and prosperity for future generations. The bank launched 2 tech hubs in 2019 in Lagos and in Bayelsa. 2 additional hubs have been completed in Kaduna and in Kebbi. The bank is committed to developing similar programs in many other institutions of learning and states across the country. The bank will also provide funding to support credible and bankable ideas that emerge from the tech hubs to enable them start operations and scale into viable businesses. Embracing tech and infusing it into business processes will make organizations and the country more competitive. And I dare say, make our people happier through the delivery of better, higher quality services from both the public and private sectors. The tech industry can be a major pillar of a diversified economy. It can create exciting jobs that encourage our young people to stay in Nigeria even as they work and compete globally. And though that may seem like a distant dream to some, at the Bank of Industry, we believe that with the collective will of our young people's positive passion, the right government policies, mentorship, and private capital, this can become a reality in a short period. For you students, I encourage you to make the most of the opportunities you have. Let this amazing place inspire your dreams of a limitless horizon. Once again, thank you to everyone who has come to witness today's occasion. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, we can do better. We had the promises. Who knows? Maybe it's my tech that will be supported shortly. Thank you once again, sir. Let me say at this point that I will need Dr. DBC to come and present the startups and enterprises from ESDC.
Thank you for having me once Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, and his team, and the MD CEO, Bank of Industry, Nigeria. Unfortunately, sir, we are having our students doing their final exams, after semester exams, those people in final year. And most of them are the cadre students that have a lot of innovations who are supposed to be here. But we cannot cut short their exams because of today, but then there are few of those companies that we have here. We have advanced technology. Advanced technology is represented by, okay, you are inside this place. That's for what? Who is this? Is it? Yes, I have, sir. Oh, okay, yeah. So advanced technologies are developed an identity solution that can make the old men who have retired to stay in their homes and do not go to Abuja again for all this check and check what to see. They can stay in their home, and through their voices they can be recognized, and it will connect to all the identity in their files. Once they speak, it is possible to identify the old man of 90 that is still living, and he can continuously be paid his pension. And that is unique. It is first in Nigeria, and that's 10 months from us. And we have a faculty member, Dr. Adeleke. We can see him from here, so he's here, who led this to happen in University of Lagos. And it's been taken to the next level, sir. NIMC has just accredited them, and they've now been given license to help in the registration process of the NIN number that is going on in the nation. So this is one of our very good ones. Sooner or later, we will move them for funding, because where the insurance company are already waiting for them, the PFAs and all of this, and they are speaking to them. We have tech education. Tech education would have been here. It was supposed to be here today, but there was a bank that the concern for that issue. This morning, he had to be with them there, and that is headed by Michael. Michael was he graduated from this university 2 years ago. He was one of the students who we helped out in ESDC, who is doing amazingly well now. Tech education combines elements with all the Google Classroom, everything together that can manage what the teacher and the student do together. A fantastic LMS tool that is unique in its own. We have So we have one of our students that led the organizer. His name is not organizer, I think is in here. What is up organizer? This place we're in now has been put completely on a software that will drive it, where you can find each of these seats and book each of the seats when you want to come into this place. We don't want crowding, and you can book from anywhere you have, and it will show you whether it's available or the space is being occupied for, is it for 2 hours or for 2 days, and it can tell you, oh, okay, that's okay, Olabileko, that's Olabileko. And very funny, we have Silas Gary. How many of, I don't know, MPs, have you gone to a party and you saw somebody serving Gary with fantastic feature manner, in well dressed, serving Gary? The guy has been doing that in so many places. He was supposed to be here today. He had function today, Friday and Saturday. It's so amazing. It was when I went to education and I had to talk about entrepreneurship. He came to me, I want to do Gary. Like the Vice Chancellor said, that guy Gary, anywhere he gets into, big men will take Gary and leave all the paparazzi rice and all of those things. If you see the kind of wares that the guy used to sell it, with assorted fishes, assorted all manner of things, and today he has employed about 18 people in 2 years. So Silas Gary, he was supposed to bring part of the Gary for us here and sell it in that way, but he has a function today. And we have the Will Express. Will Express is a pizza that started on campus last year. And MD, sir, Will Express started the visa on Monday, which they created whatever we do here in Church of ICT must be there. In less than 4 days, they could not meet their work demand. Now we're talking about expansion for them, looking for what they did, and I think they've had about 4 persons in their employment now. So these are some of the things we've been able to do just very briefly in the last 1 year. And just like the Vice Chancellor said, we've been not less than 6 of some of these things. And I have in this place very partnership too we've just signed, and that is partly with Coderina EduTech partnership. I have Femi. Yeah, that is Femi. And what is Coderina trying to do? Coderina wants to turn every student in this university into an AI expert. And we are starting that any moment from now. We've just signed the MOU. The Vice Chancellor has signed his own side. He came here today to witness this occasion. And once we get into that space and we're creating businesses out of this, like we said, we want to ensure that at the end of the day, any student that gets out of University of Lagos has dual capability. The capability of employability if he chooses to do that or she chooses to do that, and that capability, the entrepreneurship and innovation capability of turning the societal problem into profitable business venture. I will thank you very much for all you are doing. I will be needing you the more. The last thing I will say before I leave, sir, this is the period now. Many things you promise us to train our teachers you have done, to do all this building you have done. Now we are ready to access the 250 million naira. So I will work. And I will ensure that from tomorrow we'll begin to access it, and for sure we'll guarantee your fund. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adebisi. I am told that you can squeeze water out of rock, and I have seen that now. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're still here. BOI University of Lagos Incubation and Co-working Hub. It's the opening and commissioning ceremony. And for those who are online, we hope you are following us and you are also enjoying this and thinking out of the box as usual. Now to appreciate BOI and University of Lagos for this beautiful place, let me call on Siwa Akini Tayo. She will represent the students and show appreciation.
Good day, everyone. On behalf of the students of the University of Lagos, Nigeria, I would like to thank the Bank of Industry for the donation of this building to the UNILAG community and for making the launch of the new Incubation Hub possible. The establishment of the Entrepreneurship Skills and Development Center is targeted towards developing the real sector of the Nigerian economy and making graduates potential employers of labor rather than seekers of employment. We are very appreciative of the opportunity to be a part of the solution creation process, and we look forward to being empowered by the opportunities created and sponsored by this center through the Bank of Industry. Finally, I would like to thank the Vice Chancellor and the School Management Board for placing the school at such a level to attract this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. We thank the Vice Chancellor and the management, like she said, for making it possible for outsiders to buy into our dream. But we thank BOI for also believing in our dream. Please let's give ourselves a round of applause. So, let me quickly say that right across the aisle there is where they call we're in the OTO working hall. OTO is Oluwatoyin Temitayo Modibe. There's the OAP working hall, which is across, and that is where all the deans, the directors, the executive directors, all those who manage the different faculties, that's where they're seated. Please let's give them a round of applause. The reception has a mixture of our helpers from outside the community. Please let's give them a round of applause. The room has some of our heads of departments and some people from outside the community. Please, a round of applause. And some of us are privileged to be in the RAB meeting room. Please give us a round of applause. Thank you. We're gradually coming to the end of the program. But before we do that, let me call on our Vice Chancellor to please kindly present a gift. This is worth of a gift.
We've done that.
Oh, you've done that in his office. Ah, okay. So, now it's vote of thanks. We need to thank those who have helped us. And I will only call on Professor Otiwa, Director of Quality Assurance and Savicom, to please come and help us to thank you. A round of applause.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe, FAS, and his amiable wife, the MD of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Kayode Pitson, distinguished members of the management, days, and HODs here present, the director of this unique event and program, Dr. Adebisi. I use this opportunity to first of all acknowledge the Almighty God for granting us the opportunity to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much for your support.
And as rightly conveyed, by the grace of God, we'll still come back again, sir. We are thanking you ahead of time. We want to thank the committee that has worked very, very hard to ensure that this program turns out to be an excellent one. Thank you very much. Our other invited guests from Bank of Industry and other banks, we recognize you and we thank you for sharing your time with us. Our Vice Chancellor from Christopher University, thank you for being here. Gentlemen of the press, we appreciate you and we know that you are projecting University of Lagos as the university of first choice and the nation's pride. MC, you are not left out. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We are grateful. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for everything that has a beginning must have an ending. But for this hall, it is the beginning of great and mighty things in our university. Let me crave our indulgence that we please be upstanding while we take the national anthem to close the ceremony. All right, maybe at the count of two, we will exercise our voices. At the count of two. 1, 2. Arise, O from our trust, Nigeria, follow it, to serve her fatherland, with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes shall never be great. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Thank you very much. I'll crave your indulgence that you please step here for photographs. Thank you. photographs, there will be a news conference.
Good afternoon, sir. Fine, thank you. This is the OAP hub. Oh, go check the other. Paper. I think we can. Have you want to put the set on the other side?
That's an embarrassment.
I've tried to look to thank you since
Dr. Chika, go on, go. This is my AIS match. So we got the children on the, so that we are all, okay. So right here, this is my AIS match. I'm here, sir. Okay, thank you very much. If there's anything you want to have, the MD of BOI is here, the Vice Chancellor is here. We have the Executive Director, we have the Certificate ahead, the Tech Club. I have the alumni representative of the alumni association supporting us, and I have my AIS partner that is helping us with ICT into everything we're doing. So over to you, the assessment, questions, other things that you want to say. Thank you very much for coming.
Let me take the questions. My name is Gabriel. I like the question for someone. My question goes to the bank. Is UNILAG the place where we want to set up your other investors? Polytechnic are meant for handling what is going on. We also tend to extend this last 6 months. You know, generally speaking about how much it costs the bank to take this.
Thank you very much. I think the first thing we wanted to know was whether this is the only place where we get to do this. The answer is no. The idea is that we are going to do this nationwide. And we have started. We have this that we have done in the University of Lagos. Like I said, we have also set up in Bayelsa. In fact, in Bayelsa, we have two places. Aside from being in Ogoa, actually the African University, Bayelsa. We have just finished the tech hub in Kaduna. And we have finished the one in Kebbi. So we are going to go to all the six. So what we do, part of how we support the economy and job creation, you know, that we are focused on having for innovation and technology. That's the area that we are playing, and the idea to go nationwide. Say you are a journalist, you like to see what you have spent here is not compared to what you have got. I think about let's not keep doing that. The main cost here will be when you have students coming up with your project, looking for loan. You know, this is just this kind of stuff. And like I said, you know, when you see what is on the ground, what they have done very well. But like I said, the very when we now get mentors that come from the university, that are going to finance. We plan going to executive, not now, it depends on the state. The state will tell us where they want to, you know, where some states might try to deal with city of the center, when I say university, like Bayelsa, say, you know, go to University of Africa. So they will decide, you know, for us to just put at least one form in each state. You know, where is this? I think the state, how they say.
Okay, sir, by how many
That also depends on how you make it. Center like this, as I said, like he was talking about Helicopter Square, which is one of the companies that tech company. There were people who raised about close to $200 million. So if you get 3 or 4 students of University of Lagos, and come up with a golden apple that brings in $300-400 million, that gets a lot of people off the street. So what each center can bring depends on how creative, how innovative each center is, and the people that come there. Which is why all of this is interesting, because all people know this center is the students, there's more demand. And there's more demand, and we need to expand it. We can come and talk to us. Because for us, as part of industry, job creation is very high. One of the priorities of the industry.
I write from this agency of Nigeria. My name is Chinya Wacho. You're talking about job creation, sir. Do you think there is something at universities, or let me say the education system is not getting right in terms of curriculum? Do you think there is a need for us to revisit, overhaul it, so that, we can tally with times, the demands of the 21st century?
But I'm happy that I have that question. I'm not sure if it's very doing that. Like the recent sector also. Very soon, they will make sure that no student graduates without having, in addition to his or her degree, something on entrepreneurship. We at Bank of Industry, we are talking to Lagos Business and a few universities. We say, is there a way we can have curriculum for innovation and entrepreneurship nationwide? That we can actually help them part of that, in terms of financing, and it can be an online program, so that people can add that to what they have. Yes, I agree with you. You can add more to the curriculum to let students know that when you're in university, they're not be, I'm going to be there, I'm looking for employment, that they themselves can be applied for this. And any university that wants to do that, we are willing to partner with them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is Mainstream Live. This is Mainstream Live on UNILAG channel. And what is the actual hashtag? Okay. Live. Thank you very much, sir. We go outside and take